the zombie economy.
Yes.
So there have been projections that over 300 million jobs will be lost or terminated,
changed
by artificial intelligence over the next decade, right? 300 million. So this
globally or the United States?
Globally, I believe. So this, I've never heard it deemed like this before, but zombie economy.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens when millions of people don't have jobs, don't have anything to do all day, don't have, and literally computers and artificial intelligence are running society. Like you go to the clerk, you go to the office, you go everywhere. It's just the robots. It's just robots running. It may sound like I'm fantasizing, but all movies usually come to reality.
Absolutely.
Right? What happens if you have 50 million people? Now, they're kind of like animals, right? If you think about what an animal's just out here just living, just trying to find food and shelter, and that's it. They don't have anything other than just food and shelter. That's their main objective, right? So it's like, does this turn the human being back to a primal species and does this further why, colonization on Mars, different things of that nature? Is it only for an elite group of people to completely control society while the vast majority of people are left out in the wilderness? It's always funny until it happens.
Until it's not. And the truth is,
but that was, so part of that was like, and it goes back to what we said earlier, and we were like, yeah, there's a wage gap, but what happens when there's a group of people that have no wage? And so one of the things he said, shout out to Poe, was like, yo, makes more of a proponent why universal income,
basic income
will be a part of the conversation.
Like a welfare state.
Yeah, because there are 300 million jobs that are going to be changed or replaced. Like, those are people, right? That's not like, it sounds like a company lost its job or they cut jobs. No, those are people that are not going to have employment. Those are families that will not have the income that they once had. If they don't have a skill, what will they do? I don't know right now. I don't know.
You're going to find a way to use the technology for your advantage.
Unless we really understand the technology, educate ourselves on it, and use it to our advantage or to be an assistant in what we're doing.
You know what's so crazy? I was just watching Access Hollywood. Shout out to Mario Lopez.
Well, you really?
Yeah. Shout out to Mario Lopez. And no disrespect to Access Hollywood. But you know what
disrespect is coming. This is a New York slang thing.
You know what they were showing? You know what they were showing? They were showing it was kissing cam. So they had Bad Bunny, and he was spotted with Kylie Jenner, or what's it? That's her name, right?
Kendall. He's with Kendall
Jenner. Yeah. And another actress, they got spotted. Another actress and actor was spotted kissing at Coachella. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, there's millions of people right now that are watching television, eating their dinner, looking at Bad Bunny kiss his girlfriend.
Shout out to Benito.
While 300 million jobs are about to be replaced over the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And humans are in trouble, and robots are taking over jobs, and a computer is solving math equations that no human could even think of. And this is the type of information that we're being fed.
By design.
Yeah, we getting Frank Ocean memes.
But it trickles down from that to the rap debates, to platforms that interview rappers every single day, to the NBA finals. And I'm just saying that over the course of time, it all ties in. If you can keep people entertained, they don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the old Roman circus.
And the truth is, like, whenever you have a society start to degrade, one of the first signs that you'll see is that there's like a weakening amongst the men, and then also the job market softened so much. So when the last recession happened and everything became gig-based, and I keep saying, I said in 2020, go watch every episode. For anyone who has any questions about what I think about investing or what you should do, go watch every episode of Market Mondays. The jobs that were lost from 2007 and 2008 have not been recovered yet. Then we went to gig economy and then tech and all these remixes of tech. That era is going to die off very soon. And I am very fearful that if we don't collectively learn how to use these tools, it's going to be used as a mechanism like 15x or 100x worse than programming in the early 1990s, where we will not be able to have jobs, because it is going to be a requirement even on your job within 2 years to know how to use these tools to be the most efficient. If you are working for any company, I don't care what your position is, if you are not providing 10 to 15x minimum return for every dollar you're getting paid, your job is going to be in jeopardy. Learn how to use these tools immediately.
When they asked which jobs, they said knowledge workers. Who's that? Writers, architects, accountants, software engineers.
Well, and that's another thing. And so we put a post on social media a couple of weeks ago, and we're saying like the five careers that AI, which one of these news publications took that. Shout out to you guys for plagiarism. But that's a different story.
Maybe they were short on time and they leveraged ChatGPT, and the
ChatGPT.
information just came up.
So one of the careers that we said that was probably going to be replaced soon is computer programmers. And then a bunch of computer programmers were in the comments like, it's always the people that know nothing about computer programming that's always talking about computer programmers. Our jobs are safe. They're not going to. And then the CEO of Google
says the shit
says that computer programmers are getting replaced by computers. You have artificial intelligence that's replacing that. You have computers training computers. I don't know. He's only the CEO. He's only the CEO of Google. Okay, don't trust me. Trust Google.
You already do. You already do. Yo, on a positive note, not that wasn't, but he said that, you know, the brilliant thing about this is that more people care at the early stages of this technology than any other technology before, right? When you talk about how fast it's developed, when we talk about it being the #1 app that's ever been downloaded, people are becoming, because this is the information age, more people are becoming aware of some of the negative things that could happen. And so when you do that, then you can make corrections along the way, which is good, right? Rather than it just happening and it's like, oh, what do we do now? It's still in its infancy stages.
Corrections such as what?
I'm just saying if there has to be one, right? So like let's use OpenAI, like ChatGPT 2, right? It still has malfunctions, right? There's still pieces of it that
there's some hallucinations in for you.
Yeah. Well, if they watch the piece, they'll know what hallucinations are. It's when that you ask it and it gives you the wrong information, right? Yeah. Well, ChatGPT 4 is going to be improved, right? By the time they get to 10, it'll be even more so improved. But you're finding the errors and you're saying, okay, this is how we can correct it, right? So that's a positive thing. No?
Yes, I'm gonna go with you on this one.
Oh, like y'all, I was like, yo, you're not with me? Yeah, because I mean, if we're the more we're aware, then the more we can actually be proactive than reactive.
Okay. Can I get my honest thoughts?
Sure.
Please.
This is not meant to be useful for us, and this includes this. Like, this is a 1% of 1% conversation. Everyone that's
as in what? As in humans?
As in human beings.
Okay.
So I'm talking the top families, top governments.
Got you.
This is a tool of, and I hate to phrase it this way, but this is the closest way that they're going to get back to slavery without enacting slavery. So if we need to reset our economy, they keep saying it's a great reset. Now we're going into Q3 of negative growth. If that is not a recession, I don't know what is. And we need quantitative tightening. Great. Going to run the budget up to $52 trillion in debt. Now, if we have to kill 300 million jobs, technically the number may be like 600, maybe 85 million jobs will be affected here. This is a tool to wipe out the entire middle class permanently, forever, including all Black and brown people. Great. Y'all want reparations? Y'all want all these rights and woke. They openly say, I'm not with the woke movement. And then all of a sudden, all the marketing dollars on earth for the greatest rollout in history. This looked like get rich or die trying rollout. And now they got the people even excited about using the tools, because of course we'll use it for a couple of years and it'll be for our benefit. But I also have known some people that have written stuff in Google Docs and or Chat GPT, and then all of a sudden it's floated on another platform which was identical to their idea. Of course, Midjourney and some other places, if you have a paid version, the rights are yours, technically. But be surprised if you see your artworks and creations end up on other platforms. So I think this is the tail end of our run as a country. Even though people hate when I say that, the information this isn't me. This is the fucking IMF and Trilateral Commission. Like, this isn't stuff that I'm making up. This come back to that reading part. No talking. You don't have to like my disposition or takes on the market. I was doing this before anybody Black was talking about this. Goldman and Citadel and Meta, thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, for the message today. When can I come to Menlo at HQ? Still no cease and desist. This is not for our benefit. This is for the benefit of the companies in the top 1% of 1%. And if I didn't say that, it would be egregious to do so. Y'all can write your little think pieces about how y'all think I'm crazy until it's not.
My graduates from my school being Forbes, bag drop.
Bag drop.
A mic drop, bag drop.
Bag drop.